Gemini. This is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign, and there will be an astrology summary. Guys, this is your reading, and I'm going to describe to you the energies. Take them and apply them how they resonate in your life. Trust yourself. And if they don't resonate, try your moon sign reading. Try your rising sign reading. Because a lot of times, oh boy, a lot of times that's going to resonate more than your sun sign. If you really love these videos, Gemini, please remember to give this a thumbs up, this video. And then subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And then ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. I upload 12 videos every single week here. There's a new message for every single zodiac sign, so I hope you enjoy them. There's always an extended reading to this reading. And yes, it is important to me, and I do appreciate it when you do go to the extended. That link is down below in the description box. I'll attach it to the end of this video, so you just click right on it and go right there without breaking up the message. And I'll also pin it to the top of the comment section. I hope to see you there. I have a second YouTube channel called Astrology Motivation where I go live 5 days a week, and we can live chat while I do a general tarot card reading, and I hope you will join in. You do have to subscribe to the channel to do so, so come on over. And I have a special announcement that I will announce toward the end of this video or somewhere around the middle of this video. It's very exciting, and let's get into it. Gemini, I actually like the astrology for you, though. There is a Seza square to Pluto. So what's going on in your domicile in Gemini? Mars. And Mars has been there for a while, and it'll be there for a little while more. Mars is at 14 degrees Gemini. So for those of you who are born or whose natal sun is between 10 and 20 degrees Gemini, you will be feeling this conjunction. There's a conjunction between Mars and the Sun, which is energy. Oh my God. And since it's in Gemini, you will always have something to say. You will take action. You could be writing prolifically. The ideas are coming out of your head. Maybe you're teaching people. Maybe you're going back to school. This is it's like superpower. You're just confident. And people are starting to notice and recognize and really see you or listen to you. So it's a powerful time for you guys. This would be if you're born sort of middle of Gemini season. And then check your chart, because on your chart there's always going to be the degrees toward where each planet is in that sign. Now, Mars is going to be Seza square to Pluto conjunct Mercury. Not for long. Mercury passes by Pluto pretty quickly. Mercury this week, it is on Saturday that Mercury, your ruling dignitary, will go into Aquarius. So it finally is finished with Capricorn and it goes into Aquarius. On Saturday, you'll feel a shift because this is your ruling dignitary, and Mercury is a lot different in Aquarius than in Capricorn. It's very sensible and slow moving in Capricorn. In Aquarius, it's very quick to jump to any kind of conclusion where there's not balance or fairness, and it's very social. So if all of a sudden you get way more social, way more chatty, or you feel like being around new people, different people, this is because your Mercury has moved into Aquarius, and it's quite natural to you. Now, all week long, Mercury is going to be conjunct Pluto, which means these are big changes for you. I mean, and for those of you who have this Seza square to Mars, and Mars, for those of you who are conjunct, whose natal sun is conjunct current Mars, this means that there's going to be a lot of digging and inquiry into the things that you say that could hold you back. Generally speaking, all of you are going to be impacted. This is huge change as to how people see you, and as to how, if they trust you, if they're learning things about you, or if you're learning things about them, information coming out, but also digging really deep, not being settled until you feel like you've dug so deep you might lose yourself, or maybe feeling feelings coming up that you didn't know existed, either inside of you or about you from somebody else. So these will have extreme effects on you, major impact. Any of the information or emotions discovered now will could end things or begin things. So extreme changes. That's what Pluto brings, and a lot of intensity. Hold on. At the end of the week, I wrote down, Mercury and Mars are finally trying to each other. Now, Mars will stay, says a square to Pluto, but Mercury will, by the end of this week, move far enough away from Pluto to create a different aspect to Mars, and it will be a trine. So that tells me there's some sort of resolution or peace that can be created, especially through maybe speaking or talking, reconciliation, forgiveness, something like that coming through at the end of this week. But remember that there is some major changes and shifts going on that all of you will feel, but especially for those of you born in that middle section. I can't say quadrant because it's not 4, it's actually 3. That middle section of Gemini, you will feel sort of the resistance. Anybody with your natal sun between 9 degrees and 19 degrees right now, because Mars is still 14 degrees, 14 degrees Gemini. Those of you, you'll just have some sort of setback with people prying too much, or these deep emotions coming up that, you're not going to be able to escape them. If it's Pluto bringing them up, you can't escape them. You have to face whatever this is. You won't have a choice. And it could even be you guys becoming very ruthless. And it's like not willing to care anymore. You just want to get it done, and nothing's going to stand in your way. So understand that energy is around this week, but I think that it's pretty intense, but in a good way. I got these cards here, though. We have 5 of Wands, which means there are people talking about you, heckling you, competing with you, lots of red tape that you may have to go through, a lot of crap coming all at you at once, or like a crowd, feeling like the crowd is against you, which once Mercury, at the end of this week, the Mercury will be in Aquarius, that can be resolved once it trines Mars. But in the beginning of this week, there seems to be a sort of hullabaloo, people arguing a lot, communication's not really getting anywhere, nobody's listening, everybody's shouting, or a lot of people are coming at you. And then I also have, this could have something to do, 6 of Cups, with home. A lot of times 6 of Cups means that you've returned home and there's a lot of chaos, there's a lot of talking, a lot of family arguing. It's almost like, Thanksgiving. Nobody's getting along, nobody's agreeing on ideals, or everybody remembers a specific moment in time in a different way, and everybody's starting to argue about it. Like everybody has a different perspective, and it's so interesting how perspective works. Because everybody can be being honest and nobody's telling the truth, because the truth is the whole picture and honesty is just your perspective of it, unaltered retelling of your perspective of it. Is kind of like that, I think it's a Buddhist parable about how all the different monks are blindfolded and they're touching different parts of an elephant, and they all swear it's the truth. And they can't see that they're all just touching parts of the same thing. And I feel like that's what people they're arguing about. They saw the same thing or the same incident, or they're seeing the same thing, this ideal idea from different perspectives, and they're just so detached from each other, they're not seeing that they're trying to describe the same thing. This can be political ramifications, this could just be personal in your private life. Whatever it is, like there's arguing that doesn't need to happen. It's petty, because the truth is, this is the truth. This is abundance. This is not abundance, it's happiness. It's feeling at home, it's feeling safe, it's feeling comfortable. It could be personally, it could be somebody from your past coming back, an old friend, an old lover. Usually somebody from the past, there's good memories associated about them, maybe even siblings, or like I said, it could be that you're visiting home, but there's just seems to be a lot of tension, not even necessarily directed toward you, but it's going to affect and impact you. And then we have the Hermit, but it's in reverse. Now, the Hermit in reverse is somebody who chooses to self-isolate, and that could be what's going on. That there's so much craziness and so much crap being thrown around, and it's just too hectic that you may want to be by yourself and just cut everybody out, and because that's the only way to cut the noise out. FYI. This could also be, because this is in reverse, but it's major arcana. The universe is intentionally pinning people against each other to see who they really are and to see how they behave in uncomfortable situations. Because sometimes when this is upside down, this is a very manipulative energy. It's an energy that is doing things with intent to turn them on their heads. So let us see, and please feel free to leave your comments below. Let me know how this is playing out in your life. Gemini. I wanted to get this. Bring love into the situation, but it's in reverse. So it's got something to do with Mercury. Remember, Virgo's ruled by Mercury too. When Mercury goes into Aquarius on Saturday, that there's some, it's almost like bring love into the situation. It disconnects you. You're wanting to disconnect. You don't want to be part of the crowd. And it's not about standing out or wanting to stand out. It's about wanting to disappear and not have anybody see you. So either it's you that just needs space and time, and please just people get like stop, or it's somebody who is trying to do underhanded things, and if you're feeling that vibe, you could be like sniff them out, because it's true, it's definitely happening. Somebody is trying to cause people to fight each other. This is an energy of somebody trying to cause trouble. Got to be starting something, and somebody is. Now, I don't know if this is a somebody or just an energy that is like, okay, I want to test people, stir the pot. But that's definitely it. What is this Hermit in reverse? Who is this? Why is this happening? What is this energy, and what does it have to do with Gemini? Thinking of going in a different direction. So this energy is all because we need to look in a different direction. Somebody wants you to see in a different direction, or look in a different way, or go or move in a different direction. And if this could be somebody detaching because they've always, and they've kept it to themselves, but for a while now they've been thinking of leaving or moving in a different direction. And they haven't maybe said this out loud, but it's all the dissonance that is making them realize, I do have to leave. I have to do something else. I can't stay here. This isn't worth it for me anymore. It may make me sad because maybe it's happening in my home or in a place where I felt at home, but it's not that way anymore. And it's like if you feel yourself withdrawing, this is you. If you see somebody else withdrawing, it could be them. This is opportunity. I don't know why these two cards come out. This could have to do with your marriage or your spouse, but we have two cards here, three cards. The Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and then the Four of Wands, which is nothing like what I thought was coming out for you guys. I mean, it looks like somebody just needs to take some time and space and get away. But there is love here, and there's opportunity to be fulfilled, to be loved, maybe to get married, maybe to just like, this is like a jackpot win. And then we have the Four of Wands suggesting this could be a marriage. I think that maybe there was just somebody trying to pull away or needing space. But in general, this could be when your biggest opportunities come in. If you allow yourself to take the space that you need, or this could be describing a person. If you allow yourself to take the space you need, these huge opportunities are going to come. It may feel like defeat, Gemini, but it's not. It's almost like defeat and retreat is your portal to happiness and fortune. Like, I guess sometimes to win a war, you got to lose a battle. More on this, please. Where is this coming from? I'm asking why this is happening. I'm asking why this is happening. Why is this happening? What do you mean this Ace of Cups? Please explain it to me. You're getting married. Oh, somebody may be eloping. Stop. That's very specific. But it's almost like somebody may be eloping because everybody has a different eloping or making a personal, intimate decision underneath, like hidden, because everybody else was causing too much craziness and too much shit, and they just didn't want to deal with it. That's what's going on. So think of it, either it's literal or metaphoric eloping. It's like everybody wants the wedding dress this way, everybody wants the flowers this way, everybody has their opinion. I gotta invite 500 people, it's gonna cost us $150,000. Like everybody wants to say everybody, and it's like, no, I'm tired of it, I'm done. What is this really about? You know, this is about something that's supposed to be making me happy. And so I'm just going to go in secret and in private, and I'm going to go get it done. Why did I say elopement? Because look what come out. 2 of Cups and Justice. It's like 2 people going in front of a justice of the peace and saying, I do. It's like this is a representation of 2 people making a decision behind other people's back. But it is going to be legal, and it is going to be binding. And it's very congruent. It's cups and earth. So it's water and earth. It's practicality and emotion. It could be a water sign and an earth sign. In the room where it happens, that's kind of what it is. It's like somebody is making this decision. It doesn't seem like an underhanded decision, though. It seems like a decision that it's like it had to go behind the scenes because there was too much craziness. That's kind of what it feels like, because there's a decision that's going to be made about connection or connecting or love, being in love, being with somebody that you care about, or the person that you are attracted to, that you just don't want people to know about. You don't want other people's opinions, or you don't want people into your business. But there's some sort of marriage or wedding happening here, and it's going to make somebody happy. This is definitely romance. This is the Sun card. Now, if this is not romance for you, it could be your job. Like deciding to get hired or take a job when, it's behind everybody else's back. Making the deal in private to avoid the scrutiny of the public. Especially when Mercury on Saturday first goes into Aquarius, because it will still be conjunct to Pluto, which is a deep investigation. So it's almost like the public may feel they have a right to view and see you, especially at a private moment. And when I say the public, you don't have to be a celebrity. It could just be your family, your friends. All think they have a right to say something. And you're like, no, you don't. This is about me and about them, or this is my decision and I'm going to decide where I work or what opportunity I take. It's got nothing to do with anybody else. So ultimately there's a sense of you'll be much happier off, Gemini, if you go ahead and just do this for you. Do this between you and whoever is the most important to you, and don't worry about anybody else. The Sun card is romance. It could be a romance. It could just be that you're going to be very happy. You're going to feel the best if you do it this way. If you make it just about, if you keep it real, if you keep it about what it's about instead of all the other craziness. Get away from the craziness. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune. You're going to get lucky. You're going to get so lucky. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So either you're going to get lucky in terms of the person that you're with, because they're going to be responsible, or you're dealing with an earth sign that is going to be rational when you're dealing with them. Or you're going to get lucky because this is a sense of you have a grapple on things. You're actually thinking clearly when you're making this decision, right? This could also be money coming in, and you're going to be really happy about that. Some sort of deal, wheel and deal. Leave the comments below, because your guess is as good as mine. Okay. What is this Aquarius in reverse? What is this Aquarius in reverse? We have the Queen of Pentacles twice. Are you dealing with a feminine earth sign? Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Oh, you're taking action at work. Somebody is offering you a raise or a promotion. Or you're the one that's going to be managing things. And maybe that's what's being hidden. Somebody's giving you an opportunity to grow. Okay, so twice. So this could happen to you twice. You could either grow in your career, that's the Pentacles, or your love life, or both. Or there's something going on at work with somebody's love life. You could, it could happen to you either or too, but somebody is definitely, you're going to accelerate because somebody sees your value and they're coming right after you, right? This is passion for work, being exceptional at what you do and being recognized, and also just like moving forward because you've done such a great job. People are presenting you with offers and opportunities, but they may be presenting you with those offers and opportunities behind other people's back, so it doesn't become chaos. Let's go into the extended because I can't wait to get deeper into it. Oh, here's the announcement. I told you back in December that I was going to hold my first ever meet and greet to celebrate my 100K milestone. And I am. I have set a date, and it is May 13th of this year. So it's in about 3 months from now that I'm going to hold this live event in Austin, Texas. Don't just come to see me. Come to see Austin because it is so much fun here, and you got so much to offer. But what's happening at the live event? It's a 3-hour-long live event with an 1.5-hour sound bath meditation healing session with 3 professional artists that are going to have gongs and singing bowls and chimes to help create a sound bath that realigns your vibrations, your chakras, and can cleanse you. We're all going to be doing this in a room together. There is limited space for live interaction. And then after that, I will meet and greet. We can talk in a big circle as we eat and enjoy the food and beverages that are going to be provided for you. And I'm hoping to also have vendors there if you want to go shopping afterward. But what's going to be included in this price, and the price is $110, and that's because there are artists that I have to pay to come and be there, and it's worth it. If you've ever experienced it, I can tell you you're never going to forget it, and you'll enjoy coming again. And then of course you get to talk to me, and we get to actually see each other eye to eye, and I get to share this moment in time with you in this healing cleansing session. So I invite you all to come. Remember, if you want to show up in person, or whether you're coming from out of country, out of state, or you're around Austin, wherever you're coming from, if you want to show up in person, that is a very limited space, so you're going to have to grab those tickets really quickly. There is the second option, however, of going virtual and just participating in the sound bath and a live chat virtually after the sound bath. So that's an option too, and those tickets are going to be $30. Prices may change, but I don't think they'll change that much, to be honest with you. I can't wait to get all the links and the landing page set up, and as soon as I do, I will post it in the community section, and I'll also post it to each one of the videos, so it'll be easy for you to find. I can't wait to see you guys. I really, really hope to see all of your bright faces there. Let's go to the extended.